When it comes to finding valuable business tips on YouTube, you'll be lucky if you find a video that actually teaches you something that is valuable, something that you can apply to your business immediately. You'd be very lucky if they actually taught you how to do whatever it is they're telling you to do. And the stars must be aligned on a 2020 year in the middle of a pandemic to actually find a video where they not only tell you what to do, teach you how to do it, but allow you to follow them on the journey of what they're actually teaching you. Today is your lucky day because we're going to teach you a marketing hack that will help put your business on the map. And guess what? It's free. Stay tuned. What's going on, guys? My name is Ty Turner, and if this is your first time on this channel, pause, hit that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up button, because Flashfilm Academy is a channel designed to teach you the business side of the industry. If you want to learn how to take better pictures, this is not the place. However, if you're ready to turn that passion into profit, congratulations, you found your new home. Here we talk about how to make money in creating content. And today we have a very special video series that we're launching to show you just that. Let's start with something that I have said in previous videos. In fact, if you go back and look at the video where I tell you stop taking pictures of people, but to take pictures of products, I tell you how to hack the industry for free by going after products and using product photography on Instagram to get free marketing. Today, I am working with my good friend Joni, who has a YouTube channel called The Bite Shop, and she specializes in food photography. We're going to come together, we're going to create a strategy, and we're going to go after a company strictly to market our brand for free. We're going to teach you how to do it. We're going to tell you why we did it, and we're going to show you the results. Then we're going to come back later and do a live video to tell you even more about what happened when we did it. So let's go right into that. We have Joni on the line from The Bite Shop, one of my favorite YouTube channels, and I'm gonna tell you why it's my favorite before I even let you go into who you are and what you do. As you can see, I'm a bigger guy and I like to eat, and it's all about food, and I get to see the two things I love come together, which is photography and food. So I'm just glued to your channel. But let me give you some time to tell our viewers who you are and what you do.
Oh, thank you, Ty. So I'm Joni Simon. I have The Bite Shot, as you so kindly mentioned. I'm so glad that you enjoy the channel, and I teach people how to make food look delicious for the camera. So it's primarily all about the stills, but definitely we talk about some video work and things like that. But that's why I absolutely love your channel, because I feel like the insight into the video production world is just so incredibly helpful. But yeah, if it's food and it's cameras, sign me up for it.
My two favorite things in the world, food and cameras. Just curious, just for the viewers, like, tell us more about like how you got into it and what can they learn from your channel?
Yeah, so as far as getting into it, I started as a food blogger. So a lot of people, you know, circa 2007, I thought, oh, I'm just going to share pictures of what I'm eating. We were living in New York City, and so I wanted people back home to see the food I was enjoying. And so I started taking pictures with this little pink point shoot camera. It was like some sort of power shot situation. I thought I was so cool. It was like my first real camera. And I quickly realized, though, that there's so much to photography, and I felt like, you know, where can I go for this information? And, you know, there's a lot of information out there related to portrait photography and to architectural photography, but, you know, it's kind of tricky to learn the specific discipline of food photography. So, and clearly over the course of the years and time, I started to figure things out, and around 2015, I started my formal photography business, specializing exclusively in food. People say, can you come shoot my portraits? Can you come shoot this? I'm like, unless you're a chef or a bartender and I'm shooting your food and then I'm getting a headshot of you, otherwise I don't want any part of it, because, you know, the cheesecake never tells you it's looking fat that day, or poses on. So yeah, I was very fortunate to be able to forge this business and to create something that I love. And I realized, I also have a passion for teaching, and was teaching other people locally how to do food photography, and thought, you know what, maybe I should just share some of this on YouTube. And so around 2017, I started creating YouTube videos about food photography, thinking like there can't be that many people interested in this like very specific topic, but turns out there's a lot of people out there, yourself included,
Yes,
who find this interesting and take the tips that I share and incorporate them into their own work and their own businesses. And it's been an incredibly rewarding adventure.
perfect. It sounds like a lot of fun. I just couldn't imagine. I would be distracted if I.
It can definitely be hard, but I think at a certain point too, I start to look at the food less as food and more as props, if that makes sense. Because even when I'm shooting in a restaurant, like I don't usually eat the food because it's just, first of all, sometimes it's been sitting there a couple hours. You used to do work for TGI Fridays, and like it's been sitting there a while. It's been sitting there for some time, so it's not necessarily quite as appetizing by the time you're done with it. But it's sort of you enter that professional mentality, and it's become much more of a subject as opposed to something actually delicious. Although we do hope that it looks delicious on camera.
That motivates me. It used to motivate me to move fast so I can get to the food before it's. That was
especially when it's ice cream.
Yeah, they were like, "Gosh, you're fast." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm trying to get to the steak."
It's motivated.
Right. It was my motivation. I never told them that, but it was my motivation. So I want to go into, tell us a little bit more about what we have brewing in this collaboration. Tell us a little bit more about that.
Oh, I'm so excited. So you and I both are big advocates for helping creative people see that you can turn this into a business. And as much as, more camera tricks and, more strategies of how to make the photos look better, at the end of the day, if you're going to turn this into a professional business, you need to have the business acumen and strategies to do that, and to do that in a profitable way. And of course, that's what your channel is all about, and that's why I love it so much. But you and I both discovered that we have a very similar strategy as it's related to marketing our businesses and in getting our work in front of potential clients. And something that I have advocated for years is the idea of working for free. Now, kind of the very specific distinction of not just, when somebody comes to you and says, "Hey, I want you to shoot these images for free." That's not what we're talking about. What we're trying to help everybody understand is the idea of, if there are some very specific prospects that you have in mind, some big fish that you want to land, that one of the best strategies to get your work in front of them is to create some content and to share it online, share it on Instagram, and have those conversations and kind of create this proof of concept, in a sense of, we've got this really great thing that we've evaluated your brand, we've got some ideas of how we can help you out, and here is specifically a piece of work that then they can see and that can set you apart and differentiate you. I've done this many a times, and some of my long-term clients, that's how I landed them, was through this strategy. And so we want to be able to share that with our audiences.
And even speaking to the audience, my audience, they've seen videos that I've done before, talking about how you can use Instagram to kind of go after companies to get attention. And even if they reshare what you've done, then you've gained, you've won, you've received some type of free marketing. And it's a great way to kind of boost or grow your business, to get attention from other companies. They say, "Hey, we see you're working with, for instance, Pepsi. You got a lot of companies that make drinks below Pepsi that would love to hire you if they see that you're on or part of Pepsi's Instagram page, simply by, just being there. It'll help you grow your business." So this project to me is pure fun for me.
Pure fun.
It's pure fun. I look forward to the next steps in the process. And make sure you all stay tuned and subscribe to both channels so you can see what we do next. Let me ask you this. This real, just simple question. When you go after a company, or when you work with a company, just slightly, without giving too much information away, what do you usually look for? Just a little tidbit of a hint.
Little teaser there.
Little teaser.
So for me, I am usually looking for somebody who's going to be a potential client that I like to work with. I think that over the years and in time, as you start to work with different clients, you kind of get a sense of where your niche is within the market. And so for me, I really like kind of mid to large national brands, like food products and food brands. So not necessarily going after restaurants, not necessarily going after, big multinational conglomerates, although sometimes, but, really kind of that nice sweet spot where I can see that there is marketing collateral being created, that there is a team there, that there's people who I could collaborate with, there's enough infrastructure. But that there's definitely something that I see, like I'll check out their Instagram, other things like that, and kind of see, oh, here's maybe an area where I have something that I uniquely do that is maybe similar to something they're doing, but I think I can do it better. And I can do it in a way that'll be really valuable to them. And so, it's doing some snooping online, doing some poking around, and things that we'll be sharing in the upcoming videos in terms of our strategy. But, I think it's very important to be intentional about kind of going after those prospective clients. For me, some of the clients that that I really appreciate and I've had relationships with over the years, I found them on the shelves of Costco. Like for me, that's like some of my favorite clients because they're big enough that they are distributed nationally in Costco. That's going to tell me that they have a certain amount of marketing budget and can financially afford professional video and photography, but that, maybe they're not so huge that they're inaccessible or that I can't get that foot in that door. Although let's be honest, everybody at every level is accessible. It's just a matter of if you got the guts to go for it. So
we like to call that shooting your shot.
Yeah.
You got to shoot your shot sometimes. You got to just go.
There we go.
I like that. I like that form. Let me see that one more time.
Yeah, a little hoop it up right there. So I think we've got a great shot with what we've been cooking up, Ty, and I think there's some really fun and creative things that both of us do that would be super valuable to some prospective clients.
I totally agree. Well, hey, if you want to see what's going to happen, because it's going to be worth your time, make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Make sure you also click the link in the description to go to the bite shot and hit that subscribe button and hit that thumbs up on both videos because she'll have a part of it and I'll have a part of it. So you got to be subscribed to both channels. Also, there's a link in the description for an email list so you won't miss any updates. So we'll keep you updated on it because this is going to be a process that you want to see. This is something that can help your business grow, and it costs you 2 easy payments of free $99, just a little bit of your time. So you want to make sure that you follow along because we're going to provide a ton of useful information that you can apply today to help take things to the next level. All right. Make sure you follow us on Instagram too. Those links will be posted below because we post a little stuff here and there on Instagram and
all the stuff.
You want to make sure you're there. You want to make sure you're there. Any last words? Anything else you want to say to them before they switch over and go to the other channel or come back or where they're going?
No, I just really appreciate this collaboration. I think that another thing to encourage folks out there to do too is to team up with other creatives. I feel like a big part of what's going to be the success of this strategy that we're putting into place here is the two brains coming together with different perspectives, different talents, different skills. And so if you have the opportunity to work with other creatives, always take that chance.
Even in 2 different locations with technology, you have the ability to work with people all over the world. So take advantage of that. Now that we have an understanding of what's going to take place, I want to touch on a few things before we end the video. On Joni's page today, she's launching a video similar to this, explaining to her audience what's going to take place. Then tomorrow, she will release a second video, which is part 2 in this series. That video will go over a few things, why we picked, who we actually picked, and what we actually did. She's going to post that video tomorrow. The following day, I'm going to post a video talking about the business strategy behind our decisions, behind our final product. And we're going to talk about what our plans and goals are as far as the company that we choose to go after. Then we're going to come back in a week to do a live session so that you guys can ask questions and to give you some follow-up information. All right, you got it? I hope you do. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit that thumbs up button on both pages, because we got a lot of great useful information that will come to you for 2 easy payments of free 99. Hey guys, if you like what you're seeing on this video, I'm gonna ask you again for the 3rd time, like, share, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video.